The administration tonight is pledging to dispatch hundreds of federal agents to quell rising violence in the city of Chicago. They say that'll happen later this week. The Department of Homeland Security says it's sending 150 agents there to help other federal officials crack down on crime. Crime in Chicago is spiraling out of control, and that's not overstatement. Just this Friday, more than a dozen police officers were injured at a coordinated riot around a Christopher Columbus statue in formerly placid downtown Chicago. Then over the weekend, 63 people were shot in Chicago. 12 of them were killed. Another weekend of record-setting violence. Many of those shootings, by the way, happened in broad daylight. We can definitively say that there are people alive tonight who will be dead next week in Chicago. It is a tragedy. What are the city's leaders doing about it? Nothing. The mayor of Chicago, a total incompetent called Lori Lightfoot, is instead feuding with the administration and promoting a fictional census cowboy character in order to boost her city's population count in this year's census. People are fleeing Chicago, taxpayers especially. It's been to the great benefit of nearby Wisconsin. If you live in the area, you know. But Lightfoot is pretending it's not happening and trying to divert attention to an argument that she is having with the president. She just told MSNBC she'll do all she can to stop the administration from sending federal law enforcement agents, including a lawsuit. It's insane. Insanity. So if you're looking for original thinking or bravery or integrity, obviously you're not looking to Hollywood or the music industry. There's none of that there. Most famous people march in perfect lockstep with the current cultural trends, whatever they are. So it's unusual to see a genuinely famous person like Kanye West openly defying the orthodoxy, but he has. Adam Corolla has been there for many years. He knows what it's like to think freely in the middle of Los Angeles as a famous person. He's the author of a new book, I'm Your Emotional Support Animal, which, by the way, he is. Adam Corolla joins us tonight. Adam, thanks a lot for coming on. Without endorsing all that Kanye West said, and I'm not even aware of all that he said, or endorsing Kanye West as a person, what do you make of someone that famous saying things that unpopular?
You know, I always like this saying, which is mine, which is everyone knows there's something called FU money, but he has F me money. He has so much money that he can say whatever he wants, even if it's to his detriment. And whether you agree with it or not, I find it refreshing that someone is just speaking their mind. I had a really scary moment this morning, not physically scary, but like fundamentally scary, spiritually scary. I did a radio interview this morning, and the guy said to me, sort of off the air, under his breath, he said, "You're lucky. You do a podcast. You can say whatever you want." And I thought, wait a minute, it's 2020. This is the United States. You're a broadcaster. You can't say whatever you want? The notion that people with microphones that are broadcasting are lamenting they can't say whatever they want in America in 2020 is scary.
Does it occur to them, clearly it doesn't, but why doesn't it, that they have a moral obligation to say what they think is true? Not always to be right, because we're people, we're often wrong, but to do your best to tell the truth. What happened to that idea?
Well, I don't know. You know, my book outsold 8 books that made the New York Times bestseller list a couple of weeks ago, but I was not included on that list. So maybe speaking your mind is not a great financial move. Maybe talking about the fragility of white people or Black Lives Matter, maybe that's a better way to get paid in this city.
Oh, you got beaten by white fragility. Probably the worst book I've ever read. And I say that as someone who's read a lot of bad books. So I got to ask you about this. Since you are in the state of California, I think of you as informally our California correspondent. The state is currently experiencing a second round of coronavirus shutdowns. How have you been weathering them?
Like I weathered the first round, got up, hugged my kids, and went to work. I'm going to be in Dallas this weekend doing shows. I'll be back in Texas the week after that. I just get about